are you wearing a hat in
I like
house?
I'm just gonna brush on it.
But I just like glass. Why do we care about glass?
Hey parents, I'm Edwina.
I'm Hannah. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the button below. We'd really appreciate the support and the help, and any likes on our videos are also noted and appreciated.
Today we are telling these stories of how we found our host families, because there are a lot of options out there, so we thought we'd give you a personal take on what we went through.
We have previously done a video about how to find a host family, which we will link below, and in the description for that there are tons of links. Facebook, Great Au Pair World, hundreds of websites you can use. So my personal experiences were both on Au Pair World. I was pretty lazy about
branching out.
Yeah, I was pretty lazy about trying to find a host family, because all I really did was make a profile, reach out to a couple people and wait to see what my net caught. And most of the time I think both families that I ended up staying with messaged me first. So yeah, I made sure to have a picture which was appropriate and not a selfie or something with friends, just something of me, maybe even with a kid, like a family member or you know, a friend. A 5-year-old friend, a friend's kid or something like that. I made sure to write out some things about how much I wanted to be an au pair and how I wanted to live in the city and reasons why and my future plans, and made sure it was like personable and detailed. And then finally, when my host family got in touch, I sent them hundreds of questions and it was a really easy process. So Au Pair World for me was like,
I had a rough time with Au Pair World because I needed a family to sponsor me. I know a lot of American au pairs who went through Au Pair World, but it just seemed very, very competitive. I wanted to be in Paris also, which is even more competitive. So I decided to branch off into other websites, and I ended up finding my family on a site called abcfamilies.com was the first family that I found. And that was like a half agency, half website where you were responsible for finding your family and making that relationship happen, messaging them. But then they helped you through the visa process and then let you free. That was like the only thing that they helped you with. So it was like a discounted agency. I ended up in Rematch, and the second family that I found through a website called greataupair.com. And it's very much like Au Pair World, but you paid like $30 for a subscription, which eased the competition because not people wanted to go to a site that was free rather than one that was paid for. So I found that it was a little bit easier to contact families and send messages, and I was just sending messages every day when I was trying to look for a new family. And I eventually found mine, and I loved my second family. They were great.
I also had the experience with Au Pair World where I set up an account and found my family within 2 weeks, and after that 2 weeks was up I was flying out to stay with them. So I think being from the UK and in Europe, it was very easy to find a family and not have to worry about any of the admin stuff, but for sure that is something to take into consideration for you Americans, and also potentially for us British people as well. I actually found all of my babysitting jobs through neighbours or speaking to people, and all the neighbours just saw me as this free labour. Just like, can you come over? And I'm like, oh no, unless you're paying me.
Other resources, of course, are Facebook. I've made my own website. I made my own website once and just like kept sending it to people that I knew by word of mouth through email. And I was like, here's my website with all of my child care experience on it and my profile. Can you please look at it? And it was easy to just have a link that I can copy and paste and send to a bajillion people at the same time.
I didn't do that. Again, I was very lazy with my whole pet process. I didn't really realize how traumatizing
experience.
It's like a full like job search.
I went through like Craigslist. Oh, it was crazy. I was like going through people that I knew, anyone that I met. I was asking if they knew any families that needed an au pair.
I was just like sitting in my chambre de bonne.
Waiting for me to appear.
Yeah.
Well, we will link down below the other video that we made very relevant to this one, which is other websites that you can find host families on.
We'll also link some more information in the description if you need help there, and please also comment and send us your questions to aupairoparis.com or aupairoparis@gmail.com.
And
that's all for now.
ciao!